The FDA arrives at your facility. They aren't here for a tour, they're here for your data integrity. In the world of pharma manufacturing, an audit isn't just a checkup, it's the difference between a global product launch and a multi-million-dollar warning letter. Today on Pharmalytics, we're going beyond the paperwork. I'm breaking down the three-phase masterclass for managing external audits in a GMP environment, from readiness to the final response. If you want to protect your site's license, pay close attention. Phase 1. Audit Readiness, also called the Data Hygiene Phase. Pre-audit readiness is where it all starts. In the US, UK, and EU, regulators look for a culture of quality. The mock inspection. Don't wait for the MHRA. Run unannounced internal audits. Focus on your high-risk areas, sterile fill finish, API sourcing, and lab records. SME coaching is key. Your subject matter experts shouldn't just know their job, they must know how to defend their data. Can they explain a deviation or an OOS that's out of specification, result clearly under pressure? So, let's talk about the Pharmalytics edge. Using predictive analytics. If your environmental monitoring data starts to show a trend that's moving toward the limit, it's honestly best to fix it before the auditor even sees it. A self-corrected trend, really shows you have a strong quality management system. Phase 2 is during the audit, and this is what we call the war room strategy. The inspector is on site, and now audit management becomes a tactical operation. The front room, this is your interface. You want to keep it professional, quiet, and honestly, as minimalist as possible. Here's a rule of thumb, just answer what is asked. For example, if they ask for a batch record, give them the batch record, not the entire year's log. Now, let's talk about the back room, also known as the engine. This is where your runners, scribes, and data analysts are working. When a request comes in, the back room checks the document for Alcoa Plus compliance before it ever reaches the inspector's desk. So, here's a global tip. FDA inspectors, they often want to see the floor right away. On the other hand, EMA or MHRA inspectors may spend more time in the quality manual first. It's important to be ready for both approaches. Phase 3 is what I like to call the post-audit, or the CAPA sprint. So the inspector has left and they've handed you a list of observations. Think of it like an FDA 483. Now the clock is ticking. Here's the deal with the 15-day rule. In the United States, you have 15 business days to respond. Your response really needs to be data-driven. And guys, don't just patch, you've got to dig for the root cause. For example, if they found a leaky valve, don't just say you fixed the valve. Show them the CAPA, or Corrective and Preventive Action plan, for how you've updated the entire maintenance schedule globally. And, hey, transparency is key. If you find a gap during the audit, admit it, and show the plan to fix it. Regulators value integrity over perfection, every time. Pharmaceutical audits really shouldn't be a nightmare. With the right analytics and a disciplined team, they're honestly just another day at the office. So check the link in the description for our GMP Audit Readiness Checklist. It's designed for international standards. And if this helped you, go ahead and subscribe to Pharmalytics. We're here every week to help you master the data behind the drug. Here's a question for the comments. What is the most nitpicky observation an inspector has ever given your plant? Let's talk about it below.